we're back here on this really beautiful afternoon in Bangkok with Dr. Narindr again, and today we're going to talk about psychosomatic illnesses. And, we came up with this topic because we had a very controversial sentence, and that was, are all illnesses psychosomatic?
Well, there could be what we call the chronic one, or you probably could have all what you call the acute one. Acute one, some of them might not be psychosomatic that much. But how much your research showing you that psychosomatic people are facing?
Well, we just looking around and looking at the stats on this, about a quarter of all people who see a doctor, those illnesses are psychosomatic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
People who have, we found that people who have high stress jobs like the police, and even doctors, especially during this time, they have a lot of stress and they have a lot of psychosomatic illnesses.
Okay.
And we find that in more advanced cities and countries, we find that the rate of psychosomatic illnesses are higher than if you were to go to the country and relax and so on. You don't have so many problems in those places. So all of this. One more thing before I forget. It says here that people who are sad have more psychosomatic illnesses. So this is pointing out.
Even sad, you mean depressed or?
Yeah, depression, sadness, and so on.
Okay.
This is pointing out that people who have some sort of anxiety or some other kind of psychological mental illness. I don't want to say just a mental illness, but some kind of mental problem tend to have psychosomatic illnesses.
Well, because the word, the meaning itself, psycho, you already psychology, it's already mental. Psychosomatic, the meaning is a lot of illness happening, and then they can't find the root cause of it. And that's very common.
So these illnesses are, you had mentioned something about a display of the subconscious.
Well, yeah, I won't say subconscious directly is a mental thing, whatever. It could be subconscious, it could be a lot of other things as well. But usually, because the subconscious is playing 95% of all your life. Actually, if you are a new statistic is telling that we have about 5% underconscious of us. But when I say 95%, because you have what you call unconscious as well. Your breathing itself, what your body function, everything is unconscious or
Digestion,
unconscious. This is all unconscious.
And all of these things.
And then you got what they call again, all subconscious again, all these sort of things. You're under your subconscious.
So when something is wrong with the subconscious, or the subconscious sees something, our psychosomatic illness is a way that subconscious is telling you that something is wrong?
No. Subconscious actually take the order from you. Unless you go and then alter it, because they will always protect you according to what you think, on your belief, on your mindset. If you believe this is a good thing for me, the subconscious will protect you. So that's why it's very difficult. If you don't deal with your mental issue, your subconscious issue, a lot of disease, a lot of sickness we won't be able to fully recover.
Okay.
Well, let's put it this way. Let me expand a little bit. If we look at the word disease or dis-ease, there are two different meanings, right? Well, we call disease because something wrong with us.
Right.
Dis-ease, that means something make you uneasy inside your body.
Oh, that's a good differentiation.
But now if your body itself actually, if your body are in good harmony, the people we talk about coherence or harmony, then your body will have the way to self-healing themselves.
Right.
This is the nature has built us for that way. Look at in the past when people are still hunting, still staying in the countryside. But we just mentioned people in the countryside, but because they are less stressed, they are less what I call expectation.
Okay.
The life are more simple, so the stress are much lower. Those people, they might face that could be illness because of the bacteria, because of the cleanliness, because of the nutrition. That's a different approach, different thing. So your body actually are not what your what I call your cycle only, but then a lot of things also your nutrients, the way your lifestyle is all related. So to have a healthy body, you have to balance all these sort of things out.
Is that one of the reasons why so many people nowadays are taking things like antidepressants and other kind of medication to help?
But that is a temporary approach.
Right.
Unless otherwise you have to addict. You either addict to heroin, addict to all this, or you addict to your depression throughout your lifetime,
That is certainly true.
and then it's getting worse and worse.
How much does the medical professionals who have to treat people every day, how much do they know about psychosomatic illnesses?
Well, I think they know it, but because of the conventional medical studying is a different. And even now, the way I look at that, I'm not so happy with that. In the sense, you dissect the one man into different part. Now you call them all specialists. But your body actually is one holistic thing.
Right.
So maybe you treat your heart, your head good, but your head here is produce a lot of hormone to your whole body. But you don't treat your hormone, or the rest of them, even your head are okay, the hormone are not okay. So it's a little bit, for me, I think it will get worse.
So, example, a friend of mine went to the hospital last night because, she was feeling dizzy,
Okay.
nausea, but they examined her, gave her some pills. I mean, and she's better today, but does this necessarily mean that, are they there just treating the symptom and not looking at the psycho
No.
part of it,
You
or
see,
what it is?
now the what I call the medical doctor or the conventional thing, they will just treat the symptom. Whatever you show up, your headache, you take headache pill. Definitely, they go and suppress your part of your neuro action there. Then you're okay.
Right.
But the question, you are not treating your root cause.
Right.
The headache can coming from many forms. Stomach ache also come from many forms. You see, so at the end of the day, that's why you will look at that. The psychosomatic illness is becoming bigger and bigger, wider and wider,
Right.
because of this treatment of the real
Just
cause
the
are not
symptoms,
being
yeah,
are
and
not
not the
are not
causes.
really taking care of the root cause itself.
As you talk about treatment of symptoms, a lot of people nowadays go online to, if they have a pain or something, they go online to look up, okay, I have a pain in my knee, what could be the cause of that? And they try to diagnose themselves. Is this a good thing or a bad thing overall?
Well,
People?
for a immediate indication, I won't say that is wrong. But the question is, you are not a doctor. You can have
Right.
what I call, look at that, but the real thing you don't know, because doctor take how many years? 6 years, 7 years to be a doctor. So
Right.
gone through the course, or even the other part, the psychologist is also taking a lot of time. You have to be a Ph.D. before you be able to analyze the mental issue. All this sort of thing is there is a protocol, there is a step, there is a manual, there is a lot of things involved. You can have a first indication. I totally agree, just to have a quick. But at the end of the day, you also need to have the doctor to identify, because the doctor themselves, you went to see a doctor. Not that they can just tell you, they can tell you immediate, but then you got to go to what? A blood test, you got to X-ray, you got to MRI, you got to go through a lot of tools just to see clearly exactly what's happening to you.
Yes, for sure.
A headache could be a tumor in your head. But that could be a cancer also. That could be a lot of other things as well. So it doesn't mean a headache is a headache. As simple as that.
So, what is the real cure for? I don't want to say a cure, maybe treatment for psychosomatic illness.
Well, the word itself is indicate, it imply already that it's a psycho, meaning psychology means psycho, means you're psychic. It's all your mental things, you know. But a lot of your body have been affected by your mental, definitely, because of your belief, of your childhood. A lot of things become myth as well. You see, there are a lot of sickness happening in other areas. It's different in Africa. They are different from here, right? The way you eat also different because you have certain belief inside. You have your shama with its different treatment, but all these are natural treatment actually. You look at that closely. And now you go to what herbs. You go to a lot of things. Nowadays, these are all the herb. Now the medical today is more synthetic way, right? So there are a lot of side effects. Definitely, we have to agree with that. So now, the new generation who are more educated now, they are all gearing towards more to we call natural healing more and more now, which is to me is good.
Yeah. So does things like let us say meditation, repeating of certain mantras, for example, can those things help as well?
Oh, definitely. But that's also a thing is directly affect your mental issue, your mind, make your mind calm, peaceful. When you are peaceful, you can go into your inner part and look at that. This is all the healing, great healing tools. Definitely.
Right.
When you are breathing, your breathe slow down. The breathing actually is a healing process already. Healing your stress. That's why when you are too much stress, too much anger, sit down, relax, slowly breathe in, slowly breathe out your anger out. That will help, definitely. I will just advise a lot of my own clients, you know, when you get anger, when you got excited.
And speaking of clients, because you're a hypnotherapist, how can hypnotherapy help?
Well, hypnotherapy, we access the subconscious of people. And I always keep telling people that you have your software inside. Your brain is like a computer, the one that you're using, whether it's a Windows, whether it's a Mac. And now, you know, today all the software have been updated. A lot of people which have all these mental issues, maybe the software hasn't been updated for a long time. They've been using that since they're born until today. But that's why, you know, if a software is so old, you think they can run they can't run your computer. I mean, your own software can't run you as well.
Sure, yeah.
So a hypnotherapist actually is nothing much to help you install a new software for you find out the root cause, and then how you install a new software, how you clean out all your you know your mindset, all your maybe false belief, because the world have changed so much today. You can't depend on your 30 years, 40 years ago. You can't.
So very true.
So this is where the hypnotherapists like me come into play.
Okay. So if anyone, this has been a very interesting conversation. Again, all the conversations with you are pretty interesting.
Yeah, thank you.
If anyone wants to reach you to contact you about the problem that they have, how can they contact you?
They can go to the website looking for Hypnosis Thailand here. You know, I'm there, and then the website will guide you to come and reach me. We have the phone. We have you can contact me through the website. You know. And definitely, I will come back to you.
Thank you very much, Dr.
You're most welcome. Thank you.